Brexit Minister Lord Frost has spooked EU capitals with his plans to overhaul the controversial post-Brexit border checks in Northern Ireland. The EU is set to announce a series of proposals to help break the deadlock in the bitter row over the Brexit deal's Northern Ireland Protocol. European Commission Vice President Maros Šefčovič has briefed member states that these plans will be unveiled by the end of September or early October. In a private meeting with diplomats, the EU's Brexit chief said he was optimistic a solution can be found to ease the disruptions in the region caused by the border fix. But he did warn the envoys that success isn't guaranteed, with both the EU and UK still at loggerheads over how to proceed. Mr. Šefčovič briefed the room that the proposals would cover issues of customs, agri-food and ways to strengthen the role of the Northern Ireland's political institutions in policing the protocol, according to RTE. The top Eurocrat also held talks with Brexit Minister Lord Frost last night in a bid to end the deadlock. Meanwhile, senior EU officials fear that the Tory peer will spring fresh demands on the bloc when negotiations over the protocol get underway. Insiders have voiced concerns over Lord Frost's recent speech at the British-Irish Association. They said the cabinet minister had increasingly raised the issue of sovereignty when outlining objections to the post-Brexit border fix. One official said complaints over the European Court of Justice's role in overseeing the protocol had only sprung up recently. The insider said the issue of medicines was now being linked to sovereignty, which immediately rules out the EU's proposals to protect supplies in Northern Ireland because it involved the UK applying the bloc's regulations. They said the UK's push for sovereignty was starkly set out in the speech by Lord Frost last weekend. Mr. Šefčovič is currently on a two-day visit to Northern Ireland to establish the main concerns that have arisen because of the protocol. The European Commission has insisted that it is willing to be flexible to find a fix, but has so far ruled out the UK's efforts to renegotiate the Brexit treaty. Officials said Mr. Šefčovič will be managing expectations on a way forward. One source said, "This is pretty important in the light of the command paper. We think certain stakeholders in Northern Ireland need to hear that the protocol will not be rewritten. We will find solutions in its implementation, but we will not propose to the UK to start renegotiating, because we don't think there is an alternative." EU capitals were said to be supportive of his refusal to rip up the Brexit deal. But some ambassadors called for preparations to be drawn up in case the negotiations fail. Brexit Minister Lord Frost has warned the border fix has caused severe disruption to trade in the area and that it also threatens the Good Friday peace agreement. The protocol prevents a hard border with Ireland by essentially keeping Northern Ireland in the EU's single market for goods. In order to protect the bloc, there are some checks on products arriving from Great Britain. Not all of the checks have been fully implemented yet due to previously agreed grace periods from the EU red tape. Earlier this week, Lord Frost announced that these grace periods would be extended indefinitely to create space for further discussions with Brussels. Lord Frost has called for the Brexit deal to be ripped open and overhauled in order to remove all trade checks and the European Court of Justice's powers to police the treaty.